Hi YouTube. So I am home now for a few days and I wanted to talk with you guys and check in and see how everybody is doing with this whole COVID-19, quarantine, all this stuff. I will be 100% honest with you, like when I heard the news reports like a week ago, I was scared because obviously I am one of those people that is immunocompromised. Also, I'm going into a stem cell transplant. But I don't think that I quite even grasped how crazy the world really was getting. In just the short time that I was like away from home, I was like in a whole nother world, living in like hotels and at that place, the Hope Lodge, and I was kind of removed from the world twice. Like, so there's the removal of normal life and then this other stuff's going on. And it wasn't until like I started seeing like, I guess, like cases popping up everywhere around me that I was like, holy crap. And then the Mayo Clinic kind of like shut down everything, so you can't have visitors. And the place that I was staying like had certain times that you could go eat like at dinner and you couldn't socialize with people, and it was on lockdown. And I don't know, it's really a weird feeling to already be in a bizarre universe of dealing with health problems and then another bizarre universe put on top of it. So how are you guys doing? I took my daughter out of school. She's in daycare, but they said daycares are still open, but I don't understand that. Took her out of school. She's been home all week except for Monday. After Monday, I told my husband I'm not sending her anymore. It's been hard on her because she likes routine, and all kids do, and she knows I'm about to leave on Monday for a month or so. Plus she can't see her friends. My husband was trying to work and take care of her. I know all of you guys out there who are parents are probably going through the same thing, but I just couldn't, in like good conscience, send her to daycare when all the other kids are out of school. And number two, I couldn't allow her to get coronavirus. Not only I don't want her to be sick, but she can't give it to me or my husband or, anything. So she's been home. Her school called today, like, wondering if she's coming back. I'm like, yeah, eventually, but can't tell you when, I'm assuming a lot of you out there watching this are parents, so let me know how you're doing with that. It's just a scary time, and every time I wake up, I honestly, like, think I'm in a movie or if it was a bad dream, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, it is real. And I think a lot of us are like struggling with the fact that like we can't really do anything that we normally do, so there is no routine for us. But then also, like, I feel like this sense of distrust of other people, which is certainly not like me, but just the fact that like I went to like Walmart grocery pickup, I needed to get a few things, and obviously I'm not going to go in the store, but even just like driving up in the Walmart parking lot, I don't trust that the people that work at Walmart don't have coronavirus. And so I like have a mask on to even like interact with people. And I'm not saying that they did have it. I'm just saying like the distrust of other people is very weird to me. Like, I'm a very like hugging person and smiling at people walking around. And I feel like that sense of like camaraderie is like gone from people. Like, you look at each other like, do you have it? Do you have it? Do you have it? Get away from me. You can't sit close to people. You can't eat anywhere anybody does. You just basically like in this like end of days like mindset. And I know that it's just stay at home, and I think that's so important. Hopefully you're staying at home if you can. But it's just like that loss of like connecting with other people is just really odd to me. Kind of talked to you guys in the last video, like being quarantined. I have been quarantined a lot over the past year and a half, except for like the 5 months that I went back to work. I was quarantined because I was sick, and the rest of the world was just going on without me. And now people are kind of seeing how people with health problems are feeling a little bit. They're getting kind of a taste of it. And it would be certain times when my family would be able to go out and do fun things, but I just wasn't able to because I was sick and I couldn't get more sick. I couldn't be getting the flu or a cold or anything. It could put me in the hospital. And so it's just weird that other people are experiencing it. And it's also scary for me because, like I said, like I have to do this transplant like next week, and that is months of being like a vulnerable person to the extreme on top of this crazy health crisis. So like mentally, like I don't even know how to wrap my head around it, and I'm just wondering how you guys are doing with everything mentally. Like I know a lot of you probably have a family member that is vulnerable to this, or you're working in a field that you have to continue interacting with people, and I hope that you're doing okay. As far as getting through isolation and quarantine, it definitely makes you look at yourself harder and like rediscover things about you that you might have forgotten. So for me, like making videos, I picked that back up when I knew that my life was going back into isolation. Connecting more with your children, just getting off of your phone. I think staying off social media is really important. I'm not saying I never go on it. I do go on it, but I'm saying is like not reading every little thing that people put out there, because a lot of times it's misinformation. Doing like art, coloring. I know it seems cheesy, but doing art or something that you love, or rediscovering a hobby that you had, or reading. Reading is something that I feel like we get away from these days because we don't have time. There's just nothing but time now, aside from obviously people are working from home. There's nothing but time to like reconnect with your family, reconnect with who you are on the inside, plan for the future, make Pinterest mood boards, like do whatever helps you get through it. But at the end of the day, we will get through it. I don't know when, I don't know what the world looks like. I mean, none of us thought a week ago that it was going to be looking like this, with entire cities and states shut down. But just look after yourself, connect with other people as much as you can. Even if you have to do it virtually, that's okay. Just know that you'll get through it. And there is a lot to be found when you kind of sit quietly with yourself. There's a lot that you discover about yourself and the things that you want and your heart. So that is my message for the day. I hope that you guys are staying safe out there. Let me know in the comments below. What are you doing to deal with this? How are you feeling? Complaints, compliments, whatever. You know, have you been seeing crazy stuff out in the world, or just how are you coping? Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.